And looking at the education system in the country, there's a lot of challenges. Confusion in JSS teachers who are not employed. CBC curriculum that is not properly defined. Issues concerning how the new system is being implemented. Those are issues Kenyans are looking at. I want to congratulate the Gen Z who took the lead to open eyes of so many and say there are problems in this nation that needs urgent attention. Mr. Speaker, in the health sector, issues of confusion shifting from NHIF to SHIF to whatever, something that Kenyans cannot hold on. They have been promised universal health care. That is not happening. These are problems the Gen Z have also seen, as many of us have been saying. The economy that is suffering. We would wish as Kenyans to see GPD to grow by 2 digits if possible. But where are we? Our economy is affected by corruption and so many other issues. In agriculture, Mr. Speaker, there are a lot of problems. I am a member of Agriculture Committee in this Senate. And as a committee, when the issue of the fake fertilizer came up, as a committee, we went to the ground. We interacted with farmers. We got seeds of the fertilizer, fake fertilizer, where Kenyans were given stones and pieces of donkeys. We called the stakeholders who were concerned. They came in this chamber. We took them through what we had found out. Mr. Speaker, we have tried even to write a report that is yet to be concluded. And we found all indicators were showing the CS for agriculture is culpable. Why is he not sacked up to date? The police brutality. Mr. Speaker, it's so painful. On that fateful Tuesday, we were out when we got out as the Gen Z invaded these premises. I remember I was with my colleague senators here, Senator for Nairobi, Senator Catherine Muma, and we witnessed as the soldiers, the policemen were shooting our innocent, unarmed young men and women. Mr. Speaker, I remember I knelt down before one killer policeman. I confronted him and asked him, why is he killing an armed, innocent young man? Mr. Speaker, it was so hurting as a mother. That policeman looked at me and told me, Senator, get behind me. These are crooks and criminals from Kibra. The student who was being pursued removed his identification card, a student from a university. But the policeman could not hear anything of that. He shot the man dead. It was so painful. Why should we have police who should keep law and order in the country, protect citizens and property, killing our young men and women? Mr. Speaker, it has been said, and it was said yesterday by many of my colleagues, on the wastage in this government. Kenyans who are suffering, they have no jobs, they are tamarking for over 10 years, they have nothing to put on the table in the evening. They are seeing all this. More than 20, 30 vehicles in a convoy of our leadership, of leaders in this nation. It pains to see how our resources are wasted, yet people are suffering. Unemployment has already been mentioned, and it is making our people suffer more. When those who are in a position to employ, Mr. Speaker, they are practicing nepotism and tribalism. You get to an institution, and somebody who is in a position to employ has brought relatives or people from his community, they are leading. I'm also in this house in the Committee of National Cohesion, Equal Opportunities, and Regional Integration. Mr. Speaker, we have called so many heads of institutions to come before us. And what is the repeated issue? That we find out people employed in those institutions come from at least 2 tribal groups or communities. They take 73%, they take 80%, leaving the rest of the Kenyans to struggle for 15% or maybe 20%. What are we telling our people in Kenya? It is so bad. Impunity. When people refuse to obey court orders, what are we communicating to those young people and all Kenyans looking at us? Corruption. Whereas they are so... Davina, again, I'd request the senators to...
Order. Senator Enoch and Senator Mogeni. The senator speaking.
Kindly allow me to give my submissions, and you can continue conversing and making your arrangements.
Proceed, Senator.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I was saying before I lose my point that corruption is so rampant in this nation, and Kenyans are looking at us and saying people are getting into leadership so that they may take advantage of those positions and make money. It is wrong. Kenyans are hurting when they see very few people who become billionaires. Well, majority or masses are suffering. Mr. Speaker, lack of inclusivity is very serious. As I have stated, where I sit in the Committee of Equal Opportunities, and we see our chances they are given to people from specific ethnic communities. Mr. Speaker, my heart sank when I confronted one CEO of a certain institution in this nation. And when I asked her, why do you have only 2 tribes when you do your employment or recruitment? You for Nyandarua. Kindly allow me to draw your attention, Leader of Majority. Yesterday you became an angel. I know you are born again. You are a new brother in Christ. I really appreciate that about this. You gave direction that as we speak of the problems and the issues affecting the country, we should also make proposals of what we think should be done to move Kenya forward. Allow me to start by saying, although I know many said it, but for this nation, but he has missed the mark in getting wrong people in good positions, those who should serve this country. Mr. Speaker, my first proposal is to request the President, in all due respect, to sack incompetent CSs. Those who have failed this, to funerals, to public rallies, and dishing out employment letters, as if the rest of Kenyans do not need employment. And many those who have also meant us to get fertilizers, which is fake, and other evils. Mr. Not to have ghost workers in this nation. When I hear of a position like Prime Cabinet Minister, unconstitutional, I would declare that he's a ghost worker, drawing salary from Kenyan taxes, should not be funded by public funds.